Hello, it's Birch Taylor again, and welcome to Preparations for NaNoWriMo. Um, NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, 50,000 words in 30 days. And what do you do in order to prepare yourself for NaNoWriMo? Well, what I do, it's pretty simple. I started out NaNoWriMo originally as a pantser. When that didn't work so well because I ended up with the saggy middle, it was so saggy. I was like doomed for failure and had no idea. So the next year I decided I'd plot, and I went crazy plotting, outlining my whole entire novel. I got so bogged down in the outline that I forgot all about the creativity and the characters, and I tried to write this novel, and although I got my 50,000 words, I never got anywhere near like finishing the novel, and it ended up in the trash bin on my computer because it completely sucked. So that didn't work for me either. And what I have found is that I am a plotster. I need to pants the character arc and some of the regular ideas and the stuff that comes in, and if the character doesn't agree with what I've got down for like the outline as far as the plot goes, I need to kind of have a little leeway with that. So I plot my 3-act structure, and I sort of plot the main points in the novel, like the inciting incident and the pinch points and the midpoint and the dark moment and things like that. But some of the stuff I leave open so that my creativity goes, yes, this is what we want to do. The next thing I do is I open a file in Scrivener in order to do this. My second NaNoWriMo, I used the trial version of Scrivener, and at the end of it, I purchased Scrivener with my 50% off discount, and I have been using it ever since, and I absolutely love it. I really wish the Windows version would do the floating corkboard, and that it had some of the things that the Mac version does. I have both versions, but my Mac version is an older version because I have a iBook G4, and it doesn't have the capability to have the newer version of Scrivener on it, so I have the older version on it. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get like either an iMac or a MacBook Pro or even just a MacBook, or Windows will come out with the same version for Windows. Scrivener will come out with the same version for Windows that they have for Mac. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. This is my second video, so I'm a little nervous. You just bear with me. I'm hoping that the videos get better as I go. The next thing I do is commit to a schedule for NaNoWriMo. My first few NaNoWriMos, including camps, I was either in the dining room, in the living room, or in a bedroom. My desk was tucked in a corner or in the middle of where everybody walks by, and I had to find a time to write when nobody was in the house but me. I need no distraction. I can't have noise. I can't have people talking. I can't have the television. I don't write well to music unless it's instrumental or soundtrack. I write to Rainy Moods a lot, which is absolutely fantastic because it sounds like rain on a tin roof, and it's very inspirational for me. I also need inspiration and things to motivate me around where I write. And if you look behind me, there's a red bookcase that way. I have Stephen King books. I have my bug that has Burgess on it, has my name on it. I have all kinds of different things that help keep me motivated. Right behind my shoulder is a small bookcase that has different books on it. I took some of the books out because they're in reference to NaNoWriMo. They're writing books. Like my very favorite writing book, Stephen King's On Writing, his Secret Windows, which is more about writing, your first novel, No Plot, No Problem. I also have Ready, Set, Write, but it's over on the other. I'm writing a book about witches. She's a hereditary witch, my main character, and although Wiccan is different than witchcraft from a long time ago, like ancient Celtic witches and druids, and writing the paranormal novel. And I have another one about writing paranormal novels, but it's in my Kindle. And of course, I have Save the Cat by Blake Snyder, and I use the template for Save the Cat in Scrivener to write with. And this year I thought, well, you know, I'm getting tired of not really knowing enough or having to wiki or Google Maps. So I have a road atlas so that whenever I'm writing about characters going places or traveling, I know, and I can look up miles and I can look up the map and I can see what towns are nearby. I have notebooks. And this is all in reference because you're going to need notebooks. You're going to need sticky notes. You're going to need, I have various colors. I have various sizes, and I am like, oh my god, crazy about office supplies. I have literally a cup, and it says coffee, yes, coffee, 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 of markers and pens and pencils. I also have a number of things around me to help me. Now, if you look behind me on the door, I have an expo calendar, and the expo calendar has the dates for Nano on that calendar, and each day has the writing word count goal. So like the first day has 1,667 words. Now that's in one color. My actual word count will be in another color, and below that will be a plus or minus sign for whether I'm ahead or behind, and the amount of the difference. So I know coming into the next day I need to either write like a mad woman, or I can kind of take it easy. But taking it easy is not necessarily a good thing, because if you're like me and I'm a wife, a mother, and a grandmother, Thanksgiving Day is a day that I'm not going to write. I don't have time, and I can't spread myself out that thin. So it's the one day when I don't write. And in order to do that, I have to write ahead, or I have to keep my word count goal up so that I can do that. I start out the first week writing anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 words a day, so that I have some of that leeway. My second week, I usually write anywhere from 1,700 to 2,000 words a day, so that third week, I'm not like going crazy trying to write a whole bunch of words so that I can take Thanksgiving Day off. Another thing you might want to think about in reference to NaNoWriMo is letting everybody know in your immediate circle, family, friends, Facebookers, Twitter, people, WordPress, Blogger, even YouTube, that you are going to be really busy the month of November and that you might not be available. And as a reward for making my word count goal for the day, I am going to give myself 1 hour of social media, whether it's Facebook or WordPress or YouTube or Twitter or whatever. That's my hour that I get to do that, so that I'm not distracted trying to get my word count goal while I'm thinking about what's going on. And it still amazes me because I'm old school. I learned how to type on a manual typewriter, then an electric typewriter. There wasn't even a keyboarding class when I was in high school. We wrote our research papers on typewriters. So just being on the computer to me is like, wow, for the last 10, 15 years, I guess 15 years now, maybe a little bit longer actually, because I want to say it was the late 90s when I got my first personal computer. I was on computers way before that for work. But it's a beautiful thing having an access to a program like Scrivener to be able to write in, so that I'm not trying to write a novel in Word, which gets really slow when you start talking about 300 page, 200 pages worth of writing. Another thing you might want to think about, support system in the NaNoWriMo community, like on their forums and stuff. It's really helpful. They have a lot of tips. They have some really great pep talkers this go around. I am looking so forward to some of the pep talkers. We're talking like Jim Butcher, and I am a huge Jim Butcher fan. I mean, okay, in my immediate bookcase, other than my thesaurus, I have Jim Butcher books. Yes, Jim Butcher books. I love his online journal. Great writing advice. Although I don't do the sequel scene thing, because like I said, I'm a plotster, and that gets a little bit too detailed, but I have it kind of in the back of my mind that whenever I'm writing a chapter, that it needs to start out with something that's going on, and then it needs to end with the character's reaction to it. And then one more thing, and I'm going to wrap it up. If you're not sure that you want to participate in NaNoWriMo, if you think you're too young or you're too old or you'll never get 50,000 words or there's no way that you can write a quality novel in that short period of time, don't worry about it. NaNoWriMo has a young writers program, and there are people from all over the globe, all different age brackets, participating in NaNoWriMo. I'm in my 40s. I am a grandmother. There are people in my region that are older than I am. There are people that are a lot younger than I am. A lot of the videos that I have watched on YouTube and a lot of the posts that I have read on WordPress, they're from people from all different ages, from males, females, from all different areas. I have watched videos from Australia, from Britain, from all kinds of places. And it's wonderful. It is great that we all get to participate in this kind of global event every year in November. And as a writer, it inspires me and it motivates me to do better. And I wish everyone the best of luck. And I'll post another video in the next few days or the end of the week or the beginning of next week about what my novel is about, a little bit of my novel. And good luck. And if you have any questions or you want to be my writing buddy or you're interested in my blog, which has a lot more information than the videos, feel free to. And good luck.